Hey guys, in this video, I will explain how the roam and jungle items work, situation, and which hero is suitable to use it, and some important tips for you. Before we start this video, don't forget to click the like, subscribe and bell buttons, so you don't miss the latest info from this channel. So, in the last update, Moonton has officially combined jungle and roam items with the boots. This is good news for jungler and roamer role, because it can save one item slot to replace more useful items at the end of the game, and this item becomes cheaper than the previous price. These items also still remain their effect, and added more effects for its use either to an opponent or an allied. However, to activate and get the effect, you have to complete the given quest. For jungle items, you only need to get a total kill of 5 kills, either by killing jungle creep hero, or get hero kill assists be able to activate the effect of this item. For roam items, just by getting the amount of gold as much as 600 gold from the roaming item itself, be able to activate the effect of this item. This is the most important part. Let's see passive skill for roam item. So, the user of the roam items need to sacrificing in the first 9 minutes from getting the XP and gold for minions or jungle creeps, so that the core heroes can get maximum EXP and gold during roaming. The user gain extra 25% EXP and gold for every assist kill, and also gain 8 gold and 20 EXP every 5 seconds to the poorest teammate hero, and will get 25%. If you at number 5 in team gold farm, it's mean you can gain 10 gold and 25 EXP every 5 seconds. This changes is very important. It is because another heroes on the team and don't need to buy roam items anymore. Only need one roam item in the team, and the one who buying the roam item need to roaming all the time with the court to get assist kill and gain 25% extra gold and EXP, so that mage can get free space to farm in the middle lane and give them the advantage of gold and level farms. So, let's see what are the special effects of roam items, and which hero is very suitable to use the item. Number 1. Conceal. Conceal, the only boot that has additional active skills. By activating this skill, heroes and friends will be in camouflage mode and get extra movement speed of 30% to 75%, depending on the amount of gold we get from roam items. The greater the amount of gold collected, the faster the movement of the effect of this boots, and this effect will end when deal or receiving any damage, and the speed will increase even more if the users of roam item got a buff from a small tortoise, Litho Wanderer. The conceal roam is very suitable for heroes with a play style to surprise enemies such as Franco, Tigreal, Kutra, Atlas, Akai or Minotaur. Number 2. Encourage. This items with the passive effects that increase physical attack and magic power by 15 to 38. This effects depending on the amount of gold we get from roam items. The greater the amount of gold collected, more and more effects are produced from these boots. And this boots also gives an additional attack speed of 15% to the user and teammate around. Boot roam encourage is very suitable for heroes with a playstyle continuous push and team fight focus such as Chawhead, Hilda, Cho, Beleric, Hylos or Gla. Number 3. Favor. Every 15 seconds, when the hero uses the heal or shield AoE skill, friends with the lowest HP will get a heal effect of 480-1200 HP. This effects depending on the amount of gold we get from roam items. The greater the amount of gold collected, more and more effects are produced from these boots. For reminder, skill heal or shield that is only for yourself will not trigger any effects from this item. Boot roam favor is very suitable for heroes which uses heal and shield AoE skills such as Estus, Angela, Raphaela, Matilda, Hylos or Minotaur. Number 4. Tyrant. Every 30 seconds, when the hero inflicts damage, and reduces enemy HP by 35%. Enemies will receive additional damage of 7 to 18% of max HP. This affects depending on the amount of gold we get from roam items. The greater the amount of gold collected, more and more effects are produced from these shoes. Boot Roam Dire Hit is very suitable for heroes tank or support, with a playstyle aggressively when ganking such as Hilda, Jawhead, Cho, Selena or Popple and Kupak. So, let's see what is the special effects of jungle items and which hero is very suitable to use the item. Number 1. Flame Retribution. When this skill is hitting the enemy, it will deal 100 true damage, and absorb 35 to 70 physical and magical attacks from enemy heroes. For 3 seconds, your heroes absorb 35 to 70 damage, and damage to the opponent's heroes will be deducted by 35 to 75 damage. Boot Jungle Flame Retribution is very suitable for heroes like Assassin and Marksman Jungler who already has the skill to slow down the enemy, with a playstyle aggressive when ganking such as Lancelot, Claude and Roger. Number 2. Ice Retribution. When this skill is hitting the enemy, it will deal 100 true damage, and absorbs 41 to 90 movement speeds from enemy heroes. For 3 seconds, your heroes get 41 to 90 movement speed, and the movement speed of the opponent's heroes will be deducted by 41 to 90 movement speed. Boot Jungle Ice Retribution is very suitable for heroes like Assassin, Marksman, Fighter and Mage Jungler, who has no skill to slow down the enemy, with a playstyle aggressive when ganking such as Karina, Sunshine, Alucard and Harith. Number 3. Bloody Retribution. When this skill is hitting the enemy, it will deal 100 true damage, and absorb 12% max HP from enemy heroes for 3 seconds. For example, if the enemy hero has 5000 HP, 12% 5000 is equal to 600, then your heroes will absorb 600 HP of the enemy, and HP heroes' opponents will be deducted by 600 HP. Boot Jungle Bloody Retribution is very suitable for heroes like Fighter and Hybrid Fighter Jungler, who has a lot of HP, with a playstyle aggressive when ganking such as Ference, Alpha, Freya and Esmeralda. If compared between these 3 jungle boots effects, personally, I recommended using Ice Retribution, because it is very suitable in any situation, whether for ganking, going to war or fleeing from the enemy. So, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.